Hello everyone, welcome back to Cat Raquel Books. I'm Catherine, and today I will be reviewing Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. So, Obsidian has been booming here in the booktube community, and everyone has been reading it. Well, I say everyone, not everyone, but everyone should read it or should have read it by now. I jumped on that bandwagon. I just heard so many great things about it. So many people talked about it, and I was like, you know what? I guess I have to read this book. I read it, and I finished it in a week or so, and oh my gosh. If you haven't read it, please pick it up. Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout is about a girl named Katie, and her mom moved to West Virginia. What a great way to start off her senior year, by moving to a completely different town and having to start at a new high school. So she doesn't know anyone, and therefore her mom pushes her to make friends with her neighbors. And so Katie decides to go over there and introduce herself, and ends up meeting Damon Black. Damon Black is very standoffish, and he just is very annoyed and decides that maybe introducing herself was not her mom's best idea. Then she befriends Damon's twin sister, Dee, and she is the complete opposite of Damon. She is so nice and just really outgoing, and she wants to become Katie's best friend, and so she's really nice, and she starts gardening with Katie and gets to know her, and they talk a lot, except Katie, of course doesn't like her brother, so she wonders, why he is so jerky. But after hanging out with Dee and spending a lot of time with her, she notices that after spending a lot of time with Dee and being around them more, she starts to notice some strange things, like Dee starts blurring out, and they are very strange. They turn out to be very strange people. Their parents are never around. So she starts to ask herself, some of these questions, and wonders why, that is. Now, my thoughts on the book. I thought this book was great. I mean, not the best writing. The writing was a little, kind of like something that I would write. Her writing was a little juvenile, but it was still likable. In my opinion, the story was really great. It did remind me a lot of Twilight, and I know this book has been compared to Twilight a lot, and it is like Twilight. After reading the Twilight series, want to find another book exactly like Twilight or very, very, very similar to it, this would be the book for you, because a lot of the things that happened in this book, I was some of the events that happen in this book are so similar to Twilight. I feel like the author maybe read Twilight and then got her ideas, like when she started writing this book, a different, they're not vampires or anything, and it was a different way of describing things, but still, just some events that happened in the book I think they were enjoyable to read, because it made me remember Twilight and remember my time reading that book, and I just really enjoyed it at the time, and I would still enjoy it. I would reread them. But I just kind of felt like it was a little too similar. Yeah, she could have changed it up a little bit. But yeah, that's what I thought on that. But the relationship between Damon and Katie, and it was just so frustrating, because you think that something's gonna happen and then nothing happens, and it's like, what? But then it makes you want to read the other books and find out if something does happen. So yes, I am patiently waiting for these books for Christmas. I asked for them, and so I'm patiently waiting. Hopefully I get them. I don't know if I will, I'm just hoping that I do because I can't wait to finish the series. I have to own the books. I don't want to have all the books on my Nook and then have to pay for them for the actual books. I'm currently reading the novella, Shadows, which is kind of like a prequel novella for the entire series. So there's that. Talk about the characters. First off, we have Katie, and she is probably the coolest character I've ever met or I've ever read about. She is a book blogger like us, like the booktube, the people in the booktube community. That was the coolest thing ever. I've never read about a book blogger before, and so I thought that was awesome. So Katie is also a very relatable character to most of us, and in other ways as well. I also felt that she was a strong person. She really stood her ground when it came to Damon, and she also really challenged him at his own game. So the second character is Damon Black, and at the beginning of the book he just expresses how much he dislikes Katie, and she doesn't understand why, so I really feel bad for her, but yeah, we eventually find out why. But yeah, he was just such a jerk, and even then, even when we find out why, he's still a jerk to her. Ew, how can you be like that? And also you learn to like him, and then you quickly hate him, so he has that going on for him, and he's just, it's so frustrating because you want to like him. You want to like him so much, but then you hate him, and then you like him, and then you hate him, and then you like him, and then you hate him, and then, yeah. You just don't know. You don't know. Like some parts you're like, why, Damon? Why do you have to act like that? I'm trying to like you. And then other parts you're like, oh, well, maybe he does have a soft side, and then 5 seconds later, or the next line after that, it's like, no, you hate him again. I thought he was really funny. He was really funny at times, and he, I don't know, I don't remember a specific part. I do remember one specific part that I bookmarked in my Nook, and I'll look it up, and I'll probably read it, but it was something about beauty, how the people that don't realize they're beautiful are beautiful, and then other people that just flaunt it, they're wasting it. So yeah, I thought, if you remember that line, I really liked that one. The next character is D Black, and that is the sister, Damon's sister, obviously. I thought she was a lovely and enjoyable character, very funny also. She's very girly, which is totally my kind of character, because I'm a very girly person. So I was also able to relate to her. Also, like I said, she befriends Katie and they become really close, so I really like that. So in conclusion to my review, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars, and I thought it really deserved 5 out of 5 stars, although the writing was not quite up there. It was a little, down here. But I thought it was a great story. It was addicting. I would say it was fast-paced. I just flew through that book, guys. But beware, it is addicting. Don't say I didn't warn you. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. I thought it was a little better. I did create an outline, which kept me on track, kept me focused, and it actually gave me something to talk about and to review and to just discuss, because I am terrible at reviews. I think about the book and, in my head, and I just kind of talk about it in my head, if that makes sense, as I'm reading it, but I can never remember what I can never put it into words, put a review into words. Let me know in the comments down below if this was good. Let me know if I should add something, if I should talk about more things, just any suggestions or ideas that you may have about how I should review videos, what I should add, maybe what I should take out. I would greatly appreciate that. So that is it. I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Please give this a huge subscribe down below for upcoming videos, and also comment down below, like I said, and give me suggestions. And have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!